G'day, I'm Keith Bradby. This is the south coast of Western Australia. It's one of the most beautiful and biologically unique areas on the planet. Bad news is it's also one of the most threatened. This is a part of the world that's got everything. It runs from the wet Karri Forest to the far southwest, right through to the heathlands east of Esperance, Cape Le Grand, Cape Arid. At the centre of this is the Fitzgerald River National Park. Truly outstanding place. This is where we have really hit the botanical jackpot. Fitzgerald and its surrounds has 1/4 of Australia's plant species in a tiny portion of the continent. All of that supports an amazing array of wildlife. I really enjoy and respect this country, and I want future generations to be able to enjoy it just as we can now. We've got to start looking after it better. The place has international recognition as one of the world's 34 biodiversity hotspots. It's a hotspot because it's got a whole host of absolutely unique species that occur nowhere else on Earth, but it's also on that list because of the great level of threat we face here. Clearing, salinity, wildfires, and this disease thing called dieback, Phytophthora, are starting to decimate this area and pose very real threats to its future. Across the south coast, we've already lost about 40%. The Stirling Range is severely damaged, perhaps irretrievably. The shining bit, the bit that's only got a couple of small infections that we're probably going to be able to manage, is the Fitzgerald. So if we're going to stop dieback from spreading, each and every one of us has to be really careful about how we go into the bush. It's us that carry it around. It's the mud on our vehicle, it's the dirt on our boots. We've got to wash down our vehicles between trips. We've got to clean our boots before we go walking in the bush. Because mud on vehicles is the main way dieback gets around the country, we've got to make some hard decisions about where we go. In the Fitzgerald, there is a network of roads, and there's a network of boggy tracks that people have had to close off to try and keep the bulk of the park free of this terrible disease. We've got roads through the place, use them and don't go bush bashing. That is the major way this stuff will spread around into previously uninfected areas. Summer's pretty important too. This bug likes those warm, humid, moist conditions. So we get summer rain, you carry mud into the park or into any area of bush, you're probably going to cause an infection. And we all enjoy a good campfire. But it's pretty damn embarrassing that it takes a couple of hundred people a week or two to put them out. The big change that's happening down here and across Australia in the last 20-25 years is the incidence of mega fires. A lot of that's coming from escaped campfires, from people who thought they knew what they were doing and there was no risk of their campfire getting away. We've really got to get ourselves used to carrying the gas with us, carrying the little fuel stove, if we're going to stay here, and if we're going to enjoy this place, and if we're going to respect this place, and make sure that our children, our grandchildren, and those that come after them have this same opportunity we have, we're going to have to start taking really extra special care. Plan ahead, prepare for your trip. Camp and drive on the hard surfaces, stick to the roads. Don't leave your rubbish everywhere, clean it up, dispose of your waste properly. Don't start fires. Respect the wildlife. Leave things as you find them. Respect people. Respect all the other visitors who are also out there looking for a bit of time on their own in the bush.